If you know your party's extension, please dial it now. If you're a vehicle owner, press 1. If you're a repair facility, press 2. For powertrain, including engine, transmission, please hold for the next available representative. To help us expedite and authorize your claims adjuster will require the following information: detailed customer complaint, cause of failure, basic testing result, time and labor verified in motors or all data, part number, claim, or contract number, and tax breakdown. Please hold for the next available representative.
Of the VIN?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 109748.
That's correct, sir.
All right, so that is the last 6 of the VIN for the Nissan Murano.
Thank you, sir. One moment. Okay, are you calling to start a claim?
No, I was talking to you.
Okay, and how can I help you, sir?
Okay, what I'd like to know, do you have a manager there that I can talk to?
No, sir, we don't have a supervisor available today.
None at all.
None at all, sir.
Okay, so what you told me about the wear and tear still stands.
That's correct, sir. Well, sir, I answered your question about wear and tear. Is there a wear and tear failure? Do you need to start a claim?
Well, I know.
Or what's going on with the vehicle? I mean, you're calling asking questions about the vehicle, but I'm not sure if you're calling to start a claim. Is the vehicle at your shop, or what's going on?
Well, your customer there wants to know what wear and tear is, so that when they bring the vehicle in, you will want us to take the transmission out, right, and tear it apart, right?
Let me take a look at it. It looks like there was a claim already started on this one before. Bear with me here. Okay, so that is correct. So there was already a claim started on this one, and that's the next step, is tear down to the point of failure.
Okay, so
Correct.
she's the one who has to authorize taking it out of the vehicle, right? Not you.
That is correct, sir.
Okay.
The customer is responsible for giving that authorization. Let me take a look at their service contract here real quick. All right. Okay, so that is correct. So this service contract does not cover diagnostic charges nor tear down charges. Those are all customer responsibilities.
Okay, so she had it at a different shop. However, the other shop, and then she ended up calling here, but the other shop told her that if they take the transmission apart and you did not cover it, then she would have to pay to take it out and put it back together to put it back in, which would probably be about $1,700. So before she goes about that, she wants to know, what do you consider wear and tear, because she doesn't want to be stuck with taking that transmission out and putting it back in. That's why I'm asking you, what do you consider wear and tear? Because this is something she want to know. It's too much of a gray area. And seeing that you want her to authorize tearing it, taking it out of the vehicle.
That's correct.
Now, what she feels is, and most customers, is that if the transmission is bad, then the transmission is bad. So why nitpick? This is what she's considering, of course. But she want to know what the gray area so she know what to do.
Okay, so what needs to be determined here is the cause of the failure, the cause of the concern why she's having transmission issue. Well, that's why she has to authorize tear down to the point of failure. If nothing is broken in there and it's just failures due to just wear and tear items in a transmission causing the issue that she's having, that's not covered under this service contract. Unless she has a mechanical component that is broken in there, then that's a different story. It all depends. We don't know until she has this thing tear down to the point of failure.
Okay, what if there is metal inside the pan?
What's the cause of the metal? We have to determine the cause of the failure.
Okay, so if there's a part that did fail and it shows evidence in the pan that there's a lot of metal in the pan, that's not enough.
Until we determine the cause of the failure, then we'll be able to move forward.
Okay, now, again, the wear and tear issue. If there's something in there that was, it's just normal operation and it broke, based on it being it's been driven for maybe 130 some thousand miles and it broke. Can you attribute that to being a wear issue? Because
if it's broken because of it being worn out, like I said, it has a lot of miles in the vehicle. It's 135,000 plus miles vehicle. Okay, if those components fail due to wear and tear and they break because of that reason, that would not be covered under this service contract. Like I said, the cause of failure is the most important thing. If it determines if it deems to be wear and tear failure causing it to break, that's not covered.
Okay, would a lot of miles on a vehicle be considered wear and tear?
Well, regardless if it's a lot of miles, some components will break, not because it's wear and tear. We don't know until it's been torn, until we have it torn down.
Okay, do you have a list of what parts are considered wear items in that particular transmission?
All components are they wear out, okay, over a period of time of use on the vehicle. I really don't have a definite answer for you to that question. Okay, we need to have this thing teared down to the point of failure.
So then there's a chance that you may repair or may not.
That is correct, sir. Depending on the findings.
Okay, one other thing. In some of the valve bodies, there are valves that oscillate to the point where they wear the valves out that can cause the transmission to fail. Would you cover something like that?
That would not be covered, sir, because you just answered your own question. It's worn out. Sir, if it's worn out, if they wear out causing the transmission to fail, it's not going to be covered. It cannot be a wear and tear failure.
Okay, so you only cover something that just breaks. Something like that don't normally, like a steel gear.
A hard broken component, not wear and tear failure. It cannot, the cause of failure cannot be wear and tear. If that's the cause of failure, it would not be covered.
That's a big gray area, don't you think?
These are the terms of the contract, sir. It's not graded in the contract. It's stated in the policy itself under what is not covered. Normal wear and tear failures are not covered under this service contract.
Oh, yeah, I understand that. But when you just use wear and tear, isn't that a big gray area when you don't actually list the components that you consider high wear items?
Again, sir, I don't write the service contract. These are just its terms. The failures just cannot be due to wear and tear.
Okay. All right, then. Well,
okay.
I'll see what she wants to do.
All right, understandable. Thank you much for your time. You have a good rest of your day.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
So, if you heard that conversation with this warranty company, you will see that they have a gray area that they hide in. And that gray area builds a lot of uncertainty. You don't know what they're going to do. If they don't list parts that are high wear items inside of a transmission engine, whatever they're dealing with. So I'm dealing with transmissions. If they don't list the items that they considered normal wear and tear items, then that allows them to pick anything they want. Okay, as I asked them about parts, high mileage. If a vehicle has miles on there, because he mentioned something about miles, I mean, all of the parts on there are going to be worn because they're all being used. So therefore, is that normal wear and tear when a vehicle have a certain mileage on the vehicle? And then if they do, then how come they cover the car over 100,000 miles? Okay, so this is the issues or the things that you have to deal with when dealing with warranty companies. They leave people kind of stranded in limbo. As you heard, they did not want to they don't want to tell the mechanic shop that you take the transmission out. They leave that up to the owner of the vehicle. Why? Because if the warranty companies tell you to take the transmission out, tells the mechanic shop to take the transmission out, then they're liable for that repair. So they flip that blame onto the owner of the vehicle. So when you're dealing with warranty companies, you must make sure you read that tricky print, that magic print that they have there when they say they don't cover wear items. Because when you get a warranty, anybody buys a warranty, they're looking for the transmission to be covered. You know, they're not looking for somebody who's going to nitpick on things. They want it covered. You know, and this is why they have issues. I mean, if you had your own money, if your transmission is a problem, you don't care if it's something broken or if something is worn in there, fix the transmission. And when warranties are presented to the unsuspecting people, guess what? It's presented to them as if they are going to fix the transmission. So therefore, they get a warranty. But the fact of the matter is, the best thing to do, if you can, put money to the side so that you can fix your own transmission. Or you will have to deal with these tricky, hazy, gray areas that the warranty companies hide inside where you can't see them. Okay? Get your own money, fix your own transmission.